Hi, gorgeous souls. I'm not waiting for anybody to come into the room. This should have been the weekly healing messages, but I was just behind, and I didn't get caught up in time. So, and since I'm really bad about telling everybody when I'm doing them, I'm just doing it and making the video and getting back out and on with my life. This is like the second half, the end of the week, going into the weekend. So this is pretty much just what you kind of need to know about the energy as we approach, through the 24th through the 27th. Now, don't forget that you have Jupiter. Jupiter has gone direct, but it's still kind of barely moving. You have Saturn, which is going direct this coming week. I think it's on the 27th. It might be on the 28th. And then you have Pluto in like a week and a half that's going to go direct. Not to mention, you have Mercury, which is going over Urano and into Scorpio. So emotionally, you may be feeling just blah. And then you may go from blah or down into complete aggressiveness. And then, you're going to be emotional, but it's going to feel numb, I guess. Hi, sweetie. I love you, Kelly. I'm sorry. If I get concentrating on everybody, then I won't say what I'm going to say. You maybe feel emotionally numb, and they get aggressive about the numbness, and then come back. What I'm trying to get out is this weekend is very abrupt. The energies as they're manipulating you, more or less, is what I'm getting from Spirit. If you look at your inner evil, your inner darkness, your inner shadow work, are you running from your beast? Are you running from your inner beast? Or are you poking the inner beast? Either way, that still comes back down to ego. But that is about getting into the shadow work. See, this week's going to be about communication as you come over that energy. Not to mention, the moon's going to go into Aquarius. So once that moon enters Aquarius, the moon in Aquarius kind of gives us that energy of, I'm the rebel and I'll take on the fucking world, so fuck you, is kind of the energy that it'll come out. It's very abrupt, very bold, I like to call the moon in Uranus like the fireworks. The fireworks are coming, like when you go for the 4th of July, and you look up, but you don't know what you're gonna see. Okay, that's the kind of energy. Plus, like I said, the Mercury is going over Urano as it ends Libra, and it goes into Scorpio, where it's going to make the communication even more sensitive. Scorpio energy can be very much like a detective. I like to call it a sexy Sherlock Holmes. It's kind of curious. It kind of needs to know everything. It'll dissect the fuck out of everything. But if it's on a sexual level, it can be very sultry, very seductive. But it can also, because Scorpio is about life, death, and rebirth, and the mystery, it can be very confusing. You're taking communication going over Urano, which is sacrificing commitment. Where are you putting your sacrificing commitment into? Are you running from your inner beast? Or are you stabbing and sticking it like with a stick, your inner beast? Either way, that's making you deal with your own personal character. And are you in denial from what you're running from? Or are you coming face to face with it and fighting it back? Because, like I said, all week you were having Mars, Lilith, and Eris, which I like to call Medusa, trouble, toil, strife, and injustice. It's not getting along with all of Capricorn. Right now, the moon is entering into Capricorn, or it will be within the next few hours or whatever. And this makes us really particular about our foundation, about doing things right, and will it last, and Capricorn is all about the building blocks and how is it going to last, and will it work for you, and looking at it from a solid level of potential. But then it goes into Aquarius. So you're going from a little bit emotionless, a little bit cold, to like fireworks in the sky. And I'll tell you what I gotta say. We're talking about Pluto, which is almost standing still because it's about to go direct. Saturn, which is standing still because it's about to go direct. Jupiter, which is direct, but it's still not moving forward, really. It's still very slow. And everything is coming into your face from the outer world. And what has to shift, what has to change. I'm getting a lot of, too, I mean, this has to do with you. Time is what you make of it. You're hearing a lot of people going, so what did you do with 2020? And I'm not bragging. I'm using it as an example. I mean, and it's not even 2020. It's looking at your life and where you want it to go. And are you creating it? Are you stabbing your inner beast so that you're learning? Are you running from your inner beast? Did you spend 2020 drunk? Or, like in my case, I've spent this year building my own, starting the foundation of my own empire, of my business. What are you doing with your time? Who are you? What's the character you're trying to create? And are you being it? Where are you putting your sacrifice and commitment into? What are you putting your love and your loyalty into? And listen to that inner stirring, because that inner stirring is trying to teach you what direction you need to be motivated and move into, as well as which one is like you're running from your inner beast, or you're stabbing it, but you're really not going anywhere. This is about realizing who you are to take proper motivation by actually strengthening you. The sacrifice and commitment of you and where you want it to go. And this weekend, I'm warning you, things are going to be pushing you in the opposite direction of what you want, because that's the test. It's trying to see if you can overcome and rise to a higher vibrational frequency, or if they can bat you back down like a cat. I love you guys. Like I said, sacrifice and commitment with the communication in the relationships. Are you happy with your relationships? Because also when it moves into Scorpio, we're also talking about the rules, the walls, the boundaries in these relationships. And are they healthy? Will they help you evolve? Are you getting support? Are you being seen the way you want to be seen? Or are you maybe not showing up to life in the way that you think you are? Are you showing up being the person that you want to be? Or are they seeing you or not? There's a lot of stuff going on in the mind here with this and this inner communication, but it has to do with, going through the colder aspects. This is our inner beast, and finding out what part of us we have to clean out and communicate healthy with ourselves. And then when the inner rebel kicks in, will it kick in for good or will it kick in for bad? I love you guys. Bye.